managing a tennis team has perks. You know, you can get out of school early and stuff like that. But also has its downsides, like nothing. It's awesome. Sometimes I like to just take trips out into nature and just think about things that we can do better as a team. Things like hit the ball and like don't lose and things like that. Oh, birds.
Being manager of a team, it's a big responsibility. Like, we have to decide where we're gonna go. We have to set up all the games, all the matches. Without us, who would we play? Each other? They need us. We make the team.
As far as I'm concerned, it's not how good your players are. It's how good your managers are. That's why we're awesome. So we got Jason Roberts and Josh Ferry. Mr. Wirtz is the coach, so we're always doing something that's outside of the box, so the team can't even think or know what we possibly could do next. Our moves are pretty crazy. You just see people just rolling across the courts and hitting balls and showing mean faces and acting like tigers. It's pretty bad, eh?
My managers are special. They're just awesome, and they photograph and they know what to do, and some of them have whatever they call them, tattoos, and that just makes them awesome. And it's just, they're a cool bunch of people, and they're an integral part of our tennis community.
Okay. So, what is this team missing?
Yeah.
A black person. We got Ryan Bove, but he's not really black. He's Nina's brother, so I know she's not black.
This tennis racket is named Abe Johnson after the great Abraham Johnson, who teaches biology and many other things at the Christian Academy. It can never be beaten or destroyed, because that is the truth about Mr. Johnson.
Hello, this is my racket, and its name is Nikolai. I named it after my good friend and great adversary, Nick Roberts, giving it a good name, Nikolai.
This is my racket, and I called it Hydra the Aquila, which means a hydra is a little sea creature with large tentacles that eats things, and then Aquila is the genus name for an eagle. So it's an eagle sea creature. That's what it is.
This is my racket, Jacques Cousteau, and it is named Jacques Cousteau because my name is Kurt, which in French doesn't have a name. So I picked Jacques Cousteau for this racket because it's close, sort of, and it sounds great.
This is my racket, Dolores, and I named it Dolores because every time I do something good with it, I always thank Dolores.
So, Mr. Wirtz, if you could define your tennis team as a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would it be?
I'm gonna go with the Fluffernutter sandwich because you got the fluff, which is light and sweet, but you also got the peanut buttery nuttiness, which is filled with proteins and carbohydrates. It's the perfect balance of energy efficient sustenance as well as tasty, sweet deliciousness. And I would say on a wheat bread, because I like the whole grains and I feel like we are a team of whole grains.
Now, what is one thing that could possibly be missing from our tennis team?
One thing missing from the tennis team.
Besides a black person.
That's true. We are not. Well, we do have. Yeah, we're kind of lacking ethnic diversity. One thing lacking our tennis team. Well, it'd be nice if we had someone who was really tall, like 7 feet tall, because then I could just put them by the net on a doubles team and just have them stick their hands out. No one can defend that. I mean, how do you score on that guy? You think about that? 7 foot tall, put a racket in his hand?
I'll define tennis as a bird. Like you say, it was any animal. 'Cause it's free and beautiful. Makes beautiful noises when you hit the ball right. David, what is your opinion of Mr. Warts as a coach?
I think he's a very good coach, and I guess I'll just tell you what I think. It just sometimes, no offense, but I just don't like it when he works out. I'm not akin to working out, but he can work out if he wants to. But I know that sounds postmodern, but it doesn't matter. So,
is there any particular workout that you don't like that I do? Is there one that you find? Or is this the whole idea in general?
Well,
This is the idea of, like,
the whole idea of it sometimes.
Like, just if I'm breaking a sweat, is that bad?
No, it's just like, I despise push-ups.
Okay, so push-ups.
Particularly,
So anything that's involving muscle building.
Well,
What about like weights though?
no, they're annoying too. I
No.
like leg crunches, but I don't like.
So what about like riding a bike? Is that okay?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, because I ride a bike. But
Yeah, that's
anything doing
fine.
upper body lifting is bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that's what I feel.
What if you
Okay.
were to lift somebody riding a bike?
What if I was doing like weightlifting while I was riding the bike?
Then I would be astonished.
That's a good answer.
If Mr. Warts was any kind of fruit, David, what would he be?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I think probably a mango. 'Cause I like mangoes. I just don't usually like them when they're in the raw. I like them when they're pureed.
Am I a raw mango or a cooked one?
Mostly. Sometimes you're raw, but sometimes.
Am I
most of
raw
the-
when I'm
most-
lifting weights?
Yeah, and then sometimes when you're at the tennis game, you're like cooked mango. Well, not cooked, like pureed.
Gotcha, and that's a good kind?
Yes.
Alright, I'll take that. How do you feel about being the fluffer or fluffernutter sandwich? Does it make you happy or sad?
I don't know. I mean, fluff is like fluffy and airy, and
Well, that's because you got the flow.
oh, well, okay. But
See?
I guess I like the sweetness of it.
See, you're sweet with flow.
Yeah.
That's you.
What did you learn from your loss today?
Well, I really learned that I need to follow through a whole lot more, and my backhand completely sucks. So, and I'm an awful tennis player.
You don't believe that there's any genetic predisposition to ability?
I think the genetic predisposition is there a little bit, but mostly it's determined on how much you practice and care for it.
So you think that if you practice basketball 3 hours a day, you could be as good as Michael Jordan?
Not as good as professional, maybe, but I could definitely be.
Well, it helps, but that's what I'm saying.
Like happened white over.
But how much of it's genetic, though? So, I mean, like Michael Jordan's 6'6".
Yeah.
He has like about a 30-inch vertical leap. I mean, that's got to be something, right?
Yeah, so I have to say 32% is learning and 68% is genetic.
All right, I like this. Odds. Good.
What genes do you have that are good?
My genes, It's more of not what genes I have, what genes I don't have.
What genes don't you have?
Pretty much everything.
Okay. Makes no sense whatsoever. Did you take science classes?